Hello, the internet. This is Gronk, and I'm bringing you today a brand new idle game called Godsbane. I'm going to start off with a quick start guide to get you familiar with it, and then a review. So, to start off, click Start a New Game. You're greeted with a lot all at once, but for now, we'll keep it simple. We have your inventory and a weapon. For most weapons, you're able to right-click and have it go to the right spot. So, boop, right-click, went to the weapon. You also have places for rings, pants, shoes, belt, other weapon. Typically, it's going to be a shield or a two-handed weapon just on this side. Necklaces, hands, shoulder, head, and shirt. You have here on the right, stats. This is your strength, agility, intelligence, offensive, defense, misc. Don't worry about those now. So next, we're going to go to Battlefield. Boop. And here we are. Left click to change your character. You have a lot more other stats here. We're going to be aiming for just damage to increase that as best we can. Don't worry about this. You're not going to have to worry about this for a while. This will be automatic. That is your attack. You have your force shield, your health, stamina. When this reaches to the top, it attacks. So start off with clicking to the right here, and you go to stage Ancient Depths 1, which is this guy right here. There's 10 stages, there's drop rates, and slimes. And so your character is now doing things. As this goes up, it kills, almost kills, boom. If we look to the right, we have the malformed skull. You collect these artifacts to increase numbers. Bigger numbers, better idleness, more idleness, better game. Current level is 0 out of 100. But where are these skulls, you might ask? Let's go back to character. Oh, look at here. We have stuff. Look at all the stuff we have. We have pants and arms and a belt and more pants and a different weapon. So let's start equipping. Boop. We have an arm, belt, skull. Let's leave this guy here for now. Ooh, a shield. Sure. That one doesn't like to right click. We'll just drag it right there. Oh, but we have double pants. Well, we're currently equipped with one that has 0.32 armor, 0.32 counter, 1 plus 1.3 armor, 0.68 increased health regeneration, 0.68 increased health. That is a lot. Right now, we're going to be focusing on drop rates because we want more drops. So let's go ahead and pick up the other pants. Right click, swapped it out. They put drop right there. More arms right here. Chance to inflict poison for the new one. Don't know. Don't have poison yet. And we'll just let this go. So, now you're collecting items. What next? Next, we're going to go to the skills. Unfortunately, I think there may be a little bit of a bug because you can't read this. This just kind of tells you how experience is gained. This enables disable skills. Don't know what that one is. This just takes you back. So let's go ahead and look at this. We have another skill tree. So we can only start with the first cut. So let's add something. We got, looks like 1 point. Boop. Add it right there. You're gaining experience as your character is attacking in the other screen. Increase the damage by 2% per level. Gain additional target at max level. Okay. And you can, of course, keep it going here. So let's go back. And we've gained more things. Oh, look, boots. Stamina regeneration or health. I'm going to say health on this one. And if you notice on the right, look at that. Health went up. We're at 100. 104.9. Lovely. Okay, let's go back to the battlefield and check out what else we can do here. As you notice, it says click here. That means you can go to Ancient Depths 2. Oh. And then 3. There are 10 zones. Once you defeat all 10, you can go to the next level and unlock new things. And we are on the last level of the Ancient Depths. And we just unlocked Paragon, Origin, and Awakening. Let's go take a look at that now. Start with Awakening. And you're greeted with more things. So at the top here, let's just go ahead and say, uncheck all of them except for drop rate. I will get to that in a second. We have now prestige points, or PP points. They're gained when you're fighting. We're right now getting 0 per second because we are resting because we died. Dying has no consequence other than the fact that you don't gain things when you're dead. Surprise. And we'll be gaining 32.8 per second at 10,000. We'll gain another 10 prestige points. These go up. PP points when you awaken go here, and you can upgrade a lot of things. Early damage, early health, offense, etc., yada yada. Definitely start off with the cheap ones. Just get those up when you can. Let's go back to Awakening. And we also have this experience side. What is this? Well, every time you gain a level, you gain experience. Awakening points, if you will. And when you awaken, you'll gain, at this point, 2.7 points. Okay, 2.7 points. And you can either put that into gaining experience on your next, after you awaken, or stats, or, as most people recommend, just do about middle. Now, this is not destroyed or permanent gain one way or the other. Every time you awaken, you can slap it into the stats, you can slap it into experience, and change it on your next awakening, and they will go here. There's nothing you can do that will be wrong here. So, but slap it in the middle for now until you get more familiar. Every 10 minutes, you can awaken. Awakening is very important because you will need these stats and experience to grow faster, to go farther. The experience, very important, because that will make this go up faster, which means you will gain more the next time you play. But if you don't increase the stats, you'll be too weak and die too quickly. So it's a balance. Play with it. You can't go wrong because you're always gaining. Next, we have the Paragon, which is just a little itty bitty skill tree, nothing too big. Like I said, small, itty bitty skill tree with a lot of things you can do here. Once again, also you can reset once you awaken. You can change what you pick. Let's start off with something simple here. Let's just go with health and regen, all that stuff right there. Easy, just start with something simple. You can also do physical damage. Can't go wrong. Once you awaken, you can reset that if you want to. Next, we're going to do the Origin tab. This is where you spend your memories. Memories are just different currency. They're gained passively and through certain actions in the game, and I'll show you those actions soon. One thing to kind of keep an eye on is this little thing down here. At first, this will be cheap. That will get you more Paragon points, and those Paragon points do give you bigger bonuses. 5 memories to start with, not too bad. There's also health, regen, damage, soul cap. These things will be talked about later briefly. Or you can spend them on permanents. This filter, very good. Also, this basic item sort, very good. Those two, I would say, are important to get, at least to start off with. 100 memories is a little steep, especially when we're only gaining 0.1203 per minute, but there are ways to get more quicker. I would definitely start off with these two. And there's, of course, more permanents over here. Next, we're going to take a look at the Eternal Shop. These are very expensive upgrades. There are places to find some Eternals, to get amounts of them, but this is also where you can pay to win. Spend real money on these. I wouldn't say spend any money day 1, day 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait until you think this is your game that you want to invest a lot of time in, then spend your money if you feel like it. But when you get natural Eternals as you play, you can buy inventory slots, heart core gain, which would be very important. Advanced inventory sort. Lots of different things. Lots of, well, nothing there, but lots of things. One free way to get some internals is to local save. You can save the game. I believe they encourage you to save it every 24 hours manually, but it says it will autosave. Don't trust it. Save your game, because there's been some issues on my end playing it and losing a save. Click to save it locally, and then you can always go back to it. And you'll also get 400 internals every 24 or 23 hours. Next, let's take a look at the things on the left here. Of course, we have the top. We have the amount of time we've been playing. We have our guy slowly dying. Currencies. That tells you your average that you'll be getting every second. Or minute, depending on the stat. And this has to turn green in order for it to give you offline stats. So you have to wait a little bit after coming back online to get those stats. Just know, after this is green, you can save and close. Stat overview, if you really want to get into all the things you're doing, yeah, there's a lot of stats. Almost too many stats. Some of this I would just say stay away from, because it's going to make your brain break if you try to figure out everything here. Next, tutorials. Basically what I'm doing, all here too. Not everything, but a lot of things here. And you can click battlefield, inventory, all these extra things to kind of figure out a little bit more if you're confused on some stuff. Next is achievements. You get achievements and you get eternal gains, and that will help you get passive eternals. The misc and the settings, I would turn on reverse the XY axis in the Paragon, and then also drag to click. Makes it a little bit easier. Like when we go back to Paragon, I can do that now, which is better. You couldn't do that without doing that. You have to actually turn that on. Okay. And now let's go back to our character and look what's been happening. We've been accruing these skulls. Now, these skulls, as I had mentioned earlier, you have to use those to level up. Well, we're dead at the second. A little underpowered. Wait for a second to come back. There he is. Okay. Will increase your level from 0 to 100. And how do we apply that? Well, you can stack them on each other. Right? So let's just stack them up. You don't need to. So we got 72 here. We have 8 here. You need to right-click these in order to put them in your heart core. As the heart core goes up, you will get different stats every time you awaken. So we have here 72 and 8. Let's go ahead and just right-click them. They went up here. Next time we awaken, we'll gain 0.3% health, 0.1 regeneration, 0.3 force shield, and 0 damage. And as you notice, now we're 80 out of 100 over here on the right. Getting closer. If we just didn't die every second. And I will be back in a second to, once I get enough to level up, and then also I'm going to just rearrange a few things here. Okay, and we're back. We have the last skull we needed. Right click. Boop. That means on our battlefield, we've just reached level 100, well, 104 of 200. We gain 5 more attack rating, 30 health, and 50 memories. Let's go back to the character right now real quick. And if you notice, so much mess. So much mess. So if you're maybe you say to yourself, you don't want any of that. You've already looked through them, you want to get rid of them. Hold down destroy, boop, gone. Was there something better that I probably should have equipped? Probably. But that's okay, because it's not my main save. But now we have 52 memories. One last thing before I go to my main save. Let's go back to the origin shop. And then here he is. Let's go ahead and put that basic item filter in and show you what that is. Go back to the battlefield. And now we have a filter right here. We can basically insta-delete things that we gain. I'm just going to turn those two on. And this is junk and this is common. Or the lowest rating, and then these are the highest. These two If you get those 2 weapons, hold on to those. Those will be important later. Very important. Do not discard any, even if they're trash, you will need them. I don't know if there's other colors that you need, but these are the 2 that I've seen that are very important. Hard to get, very important. And you will keep on gaining these skulls from this level, this battlefield, as long as you stay here. You can go up to 10% awakening bonus every 100 that you gather. And so it's important to kind of grind out these lower levels and then go up to the next ones to grind out these. Because once you reach 100 of those, you get another bonus. 3 health regen, 5 penetration, 5 critical, and 125 memories, which you can use to upgrade your origin bar. But now let's go to my save and show you some other things. Also, do not forget to save. Save local, make a save, because as soon as you click the X, it's gone. I know this is cloud save. You can click to save manually. It doesn't work apparently, or it's not mine. Just in case, save a local and then close it. Because once you click the X at the top right, which you can't see because of the screen capture, but it's on the top right. As soon as you click X, and if you didn't save, it's gone. So, save it. And now we're back in my game. This is the one I've been playing for about 24 hours, a little bit less than that. I've got lots of stuff, lots of inventory spots, a few of the really high-end stuff here. And I've just been saving various items and equipment that I use for different scenarios. That's kind of what it feels like the later game's going to be, is having different loadouts for different things you want. Like, for example, if you want more drop rate of something, you kind of keep those equipments for that. If you want more health, more... if you want to do elemental damage, etc., there are different ways to build your character around those items. There's probably a perfect way of doing it. I don't know that perfect way, but that's okay. A couple things that you can notice here is, like, I have a lot of things at the bottom, and you can't really... It's hard to tell a little bit, well, maybe on these. There's a blue little square here, and that's a way to save it so you don't delete things. I didn't really talk about deleting, mass deleting, but not deleting individually. If you hold down A, left click, deletes it. Easy peasy. Also, I have, if you notice, like a little bit different up here. This is a way to sort. Click, sorts. Based on type. You can do it rarity and item, etc. But this was the other, in the origin shop, it was... basic item sort. Saves you time and headache. So now you can easily sort it, except if you have the little blue square on it. These are saved. So shift left click, and you get a little blue square. And if you move over here and you click equipment sort, it doesn't move. And shift click again, get rid of it. So these are the things I found so far, weapon wise. On my battlefield, I'm on to the 3rd stage. Well, I've beaten this one, but I'm just getting general materials here. I've just clicked out the item filter to get rid of those earlier items. You know, some of them may be good. It's just there's so much stuff you gain that it's just, to me, not worth it to go through those earlier items. Let's go ahead and awaken here just to show you a couple things. Ooh, it looks like I've gained a new Paragon point. Let me go put that in. Let's see here. Let's just go up strength. Sure. Whatever. And we are going to... So at the current moment, if I were to reset, I'll get plus 134% stats and plus 6,800%, or 6,800% experience gain. We're going to go ahead and swap that to all stats. And as if you notice, like right now our health is like about 2,500. When we awaken, that's going to be much higher. Let's go ahead and awaken. Gain 370 prestige points. And go back here. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades. Yeah, let's get a Paragon and another Paragon. Let's just get those points going. And get a couple things. Oh, axes, I see. Stabs. Oh. Let's go this way. Alright. So, we have our character. Obviously, they're doing its thing. Right now, we're not on a battlefield. Let's go ahead and go to... Last time I showed you the second stage, Battles and Stands. Once you get to 10 and beat this level, boop, you go on to the next stage, which will unlock the Fates. Fates are, you can drag cards here every 23 hours and get Eternals. So my first one I got, I think it was 12,000 Eternals. And Soul Core. Now Soul Core is very important. You get, see, as you notice this number jumping up on the left here. Whenever you awaken, it starts back from 0. The max right now is 44,000, and this is how much it's gaining us, well, every tick. I'm going to change this to 1,000. You know, there's probably a better way of doing it so that it's more correct. This is the way I'm just doing it. So adding 1,000 here, adding 1,000 there, and then these will start going up. These offensive cores will increase your damage and defense. Simple. And let's see, these will be gaining. Let's go ahead and go back over to, well, but real quick, the mortal section here has opened up. Don't know, I think well, I know if you become a patron tier 5, you can be here. Don't know what this means for me, but yeah, these people are here. So that was the Soul Core, the Fates. You just drag the card over. You're back at the battlefield. Let's go ahead and increase to the next level and keep on doing that. Right now, I do have one of the, let's see, awakening points gave me a active I can set, and right now I have it set to increase my drop rate. So that's what this number is. Once again, I've only been here or playing this game for about 24 hours, so some of this stuff I'm like, I don't know what I'm, like, if I'm min-maxing correctly. But, you know, with an idle game, there's no failing. It's just getting to the top in either the most direct or indirect way. You're always going up. So I'm going to keep on going up. Let's see if we get anything. We've been getting this type of core. So right click this, slap that in. Boop, boop, boop. The drop rate is really high because 400 rating right now is 402. So I'm just going to try to get as much as I can. Keep on going up. And of course, as we go up, the enemies are getting stronger. And luckily I'm strong enough because I did with that when I woke, I had a lot of stats in there. And now we're at stage 10 with the defeated 5 times in a row. Should be fine. And also that with an active, there are certain actives that you can change to one that allow you to attack, heal, etc. There's different things. All right, so got it. Now we can go into the next one. I haven't even been able to beat this one. They're very strong. Maybe with my stats being higher. Oh, looks like I'm strong enough just to start beating them. And that's something I would definitely want to get to 100 too. Another 100 more force shield, 5 more magic find, and 5% more drop rate, and another 450 memories. But you can clearly see I'm dying quickly too. Let's see. Let's go back to the character. Slap those in. Click equip just to quickly sort them. The downside is a lot of this stuff is that you have to go through and kind of figure out what is what and what may be good in different situations. Like right now I have monster respawn rate, but I have rings down here that do more health just if I need to try to get through some areas. Right, and next, since we've beat that stage, oh, and well, this is part of this isle game, you have to keep on jumping back and forth places. Let's go back to Soul Core real quick. Increase this a couple, another 2,000 there, 1,000, sure. And so these will be, so right now we have a 1% increase in this stat, or in offensive cores, which increase your damage. And then we have 4.3% increase in health and regen and force shield. So you have to keep on doing, adding to this. This will max out in 12 minutes, the 44,000. But before we talk a little more about that, let's go back to, so Seraphim, this is a boss. Once you get back to that stage, it'll respawn in every 2 hours, and you can fight them. You can always practice. Really tough. Once again, I'm only about 24 hours into this game, so it's not Not strong enough to really beat him. I'm barely able to get to that level, the current level I'm at. But you can get extra bonuses for defeating him. Don't know exactly what those are yet, but when you defeat him, also you get this whole area, which I have not even gotten to myself yet. Haven't even been able to defeat him once. But you can gain things, and things will increase. You get God points. Don't know what that is yet. Let's see. Anything else? Let's going back to the awakening page, and so I put all my stats or all my points into stats. My experience gain is very low, so right now it's taking a lot longer to gain anything, but of course I'm beating things up a lot. So it's good to have that balance, and of course right now I can change this wherever I want. It doesn't do anything. In the past I've had it at about this, but I'm gonna put it next time I awaken about 200% to stats and the rest to experience, because you need this number to go up. The more this goes up, the more that you'll be able to gain every level. And then of course that next awakening you could always change it so that you have more stats or more experience, however you choose, but you want this level to go up as quick as possible. Let's see where else. So now we're back at the character page, and since we've beat level 4 on the battlefield and we're in the 5th zone, on this zone here, we have unlocked crafting and sacrifice. Now I haven't even been able to craft anything, because I believe the crafting you have to get from destroying the seraphim, but then also you have the sacrifice. In order to sacrifice, you need level, let's see if I'll just throw some things in real quick. Rarities need to be the same and legend 9 or above, and can't be protected. So what's level 9? So this is level 6. This is level 10. So the pink and the red, those are the ones that can be sacrificed for extra bonuses. I haven't gotten into this side yet, what this means. I believe this just overall increases to you. I'm not sure if it's to the weapons. This, you can actually increase weapons. At the moment I can't. I don't have any shards, and it just doesn't seem to do anything. Extraction, not sure if it has to be a certain level type. I don't want to destroy these yet, because I want to try put it in the sacrifice section. Oh good, we're starting. Oh, that's really low. So finally I have a ancient blueprints. It says merge level 1 at the bottom right there. So if I'm not mistaken, 1 out of 100. Oof, I need 100 of those. I'm barely surviving. So that's going to take a while. And now I'm going to just play while I give my review. At first, overwhelming. Completely overwhelming. Let's go to Soul Core and just add some things. Definitely, at first I wasn't sure. Completely overwhelmed, and I'm still unsure of most of the things that are going on and what they affect. Free game, so definitely worth checking out. Definitely addicting. I didn't realize I was going to become as addicted as I thought I would become. I thought I would just be like, oh yeah, okay, this is fun, and then move on. Definitely really grabbed me. I can see it being something that you can play a lot. I mean, of course there's not a lot of action, but this is an idle game. You turn it off for a while, walk away, come back, gain some things, come back later. Do you think there's definitely not enough information about what's happening, when it's happening, why it's happening, how things change, how things grow, what things do what? I mean, there's a lot of information out there on this, especially in the tutorial, but there are some things I just don't understand how they affect things, what they are, like in even the characters area. There's like counter, like is that how much you counter for something once you're attacked, and then how much does that actually impact at the end of the day? It's hard to quantify it. I mean, you have things over here. You can see as you change, this will change over here, but it's some things I'm unsure about what's more important than the other. The Discord probably has a lot more walkthroughs on there. I do wish they would fix some of there's some bugs like right here. At first this was here, but now this is gone. I don't know why. So I just, I don't understand the skill force and the element as much. Maybe those will, like, as you go further, those will be kind of explained. How do I get these somehow? Don't know. There are some other things I would like to see, like, for example, the increased tutorial of all the other items that I'm confused about. But also on this page, it would be nice to see, like, you can, yes, okay, like I can compare these two by holding right here or just hovering over it. But on the right, it'd be nice to actually see a plus or minus, if it was increasing damage, how much of a damage increase would it be? I know there's not much real estate over there on the right, but I would appreciate to see, like, oh, it's going to add an extra 100 or an extra this or an extra whatever. Oh, it's like, technically, 1 point better. Because there's some things that will increase it, like some things are by percentage, some are flat, and it's hard to tell. So on the right, if there was a way to, like, hey, here's what the updated number would be, and it would just show you in green or red or what, either beside it or maybe even just replace the number on the right, or something. Also, of course, more information about, like, okay, so here, for example, we have this weapon of mercilessness, plus 37.05 cold damage. What does that mean? Like, is it something else? Also, what's plus 1 max power charges? 17% more power charges duration. I don't know what those are. And if you go to the tutorials, there's more here, but I'm not sure if I'm, like, where it is. Like, you go to, I guess, inventory. I mean, there's a few things. Soul core, that's not gonna be there. Not gonna be awakening. The fates. Crafting. Charges boost their respective stats by the given amount for each charge duration. But what are these? Like, power charges, it's like, what am I seeing if I get a power charge, or, like, where's this, like, if I activate it, what does it relate to? I'm not sure. Well, of course, the Discord probably could have a lot of information on there, but it's a game, so I shouldn't expect to have to, like, go research it. I don't know who the developer is. There's a lot of things. I mean, it's a very interesting idle game, and kind of a lot more idle than other games I've played in a while. Because some idle games feel like you have to be a little more active. For this, you could definitely just walk away and just come back and just, oh, look, big numbers, let me go adjust them places. And in fact, I encourage you, if you could play this, if you were just like, let's give it a shot. Start it after an hour or two, or if you get really addicted, however long you want, put it down and come back the next day. You do need to actually come back for some things to actually progress in a meaningful manner. So at the end of the day, it's early access, it's free to play, looks like it has some free to or pay to win aspects to it. If you're interested in idle games, pick it up. It's definitely, I think, something you can lose yourself in. So if you enjoyed this little review and walkthrough of Godsbane, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I can do more videos like this. And that is it for today. Bye!